never forget this as long as I live. I've always was very careful about artwork, but we were sitting at this meeting with the director and his son, and all of a sudden I knocked the sculpture off the table. Nobody missed a heartbeat. The conversations just kept going. I was so embarrassed because I was meeting Val for the first time. I've been a printmaker for almost 30 years, and I also make sculpture with my very good friend, Val Bertoia.
I am Val Bertoia, of course the son of the well-known Harry Bertoia, who started the Bertoia studio in Bally, Pennsylvania, back in the 1950s. He was actually doing the chair designs and got into sculpture. And of course, in the 1960s, Harry was experimenting with the sounds of metals. As the son of Harry Bertoia, I continue sound sculptures as well as experimentation. And Melissa and I have known each other 20 years.
20 years.
And we go on from here.
How did we meet? I finished my master's degree at the Slade School in London. I had met Val through a friend of a friend. We enjoy working together because we're so very different. And Val comes from an engineering background. I come from a folk art, a family of 5 generations of folk art in my Pennsylvania family. And then Dave, the other man who works with us in the studio, he's sort of the brawn and the muscle. He kind of and almost the sense of sort of keeping us all together. And we're a really strong team because of our differences.
Studio B actually showed us that we can work together on a little project. And that is from a Bertoia gong. Now let's take a sample here. Just a simple sound from an egg-shaped bronze plate, and the idea that Melissa could print on it, and with it, that is miraculous. Bringing out colors and designs, so brilliant. Yeah. The art visually shows itself audibly. You can hear it, and of course there's a lot of background behind this. The whole barn full of sound sculptures, Melissa's many prints throughout the world. If we're looking at what is my goal that people can recognize Bertoia, the second generation, in metals and working with Melissa in this case, printed metals with sound. I think what we're looking at is the whole combination of what is the most interesting visually, audibly, for people to recognize, oh, this is a Bertoia Strawser, recognizably, and certainly the value way up. It's not just one artist, now it's 2 artists combined. Ultimately, a very precious art that people can recognize right away and distinguish it as Strawser Bertoia.
When you bring a child or children into the equation, you really seriously think about a legacy and what are you leaving behind. And I think that Val and I have worked together for so long under the same roof, but still very separately, like, parallel running our careers. And now we dabbled in working together, and now we're starting to more and more less crossover and work together because we understand the mediums and we understand the way in which each of us work. So it becomes quite enjoyable to release something that is made by both of us into the world.
What we're doing is setting examples for a little girl in the next generation. Mm-hmm. These examples are great for her to be inspired and inspire us, and we continue to include little ones in how they view the artwork and the art field of the world.